Space is silent, but that silence hides nightmares. It's not just cold or dark, it's merciless. It doesn't care about your biology, your technology, or your will to survive. Every star, every planet, every distant soundless void hides something waiting to remind you the universe is not your friend. Today, we explore 15 of the most terrifying facts about space that will keep you up at night. Number 1. You can survive in space, but only for 15 seconds. Imagine just for a moment the silence of space enveloping you completely. No oxygen, no pressure, no mercy. Contrary to the cinematic idea that you'd explode instantly, what truly happens is far more unsettling. Within seconds, the air in your lungs would be sucked out. Your saliva begins to boil, your blood starts to form gas bubbles beneath your skin, and your body bloats. Not grotesquely, but enough to know something is deeply wrong. You remain conscious for roughly 10 to 15 seconds, during which your brain is fully aware that something has gone terribly cosmically wrong. It's not death by violence, it's death by indifference. The universe doesn't kill with intent, it kills with emptiness. Number 2. Gliese 436b, the planet where ice is on fire. Gliese 436b is a contradiction. A planet that should not exist. Its surface temperature reaches over 400 degrees Celsius, and yet it's covered in solid ice. But this is no ordinary ice. It's called Ice X, a hyperdense form of water held together not by temperature, but by gravity. The pressure on the planet is so intense that the molecules are locked in place even as they're scorched by unrelenting heat. Picture a frozen landscape burning eternally, flames licking at a surface that never melts. The planet burns and freezes at the same time, a paradox in plain sight. Number 3. The Boötes Void, a hole in the universe. The Boötes Void is perhaps the loneliest place we've ever discovered. Over 330 million light years across, it contains almost nothing. No stars, no galaxies, no light. It's not just empty, it's anomaly level empty. Based on what we know about the distribution of matter in the universe, there should be tens of thousands of galaxies within that space. But there aren't. It's as if something removed them, or worse, never allowed them to form. When astronomers found it, they didn't just feel wonder, they felt unease. Because nothing in our current models can explain it. It's not just a gap, it's a wound in the structure of the cosmos. And standing at its edge, even metaphorically, you get the sensation that something once passed through. Something massive, something unknowable. Number 4. A supernova could kill us without warning. There are stars out there massive, unstable giants that are just waiting to die. And when they do, they don't go quietly. They collapse inward, their cores imploding under the weight of their own gravity until the explosion, what we call a supernova, detonates with more energy than our sun will produce in its entire life. Some of these events emit gamma ray bursts, focused beams of death traveling at the speed of light. If one were aimed at Earth, we wouldn't see it, we wouldn't hear it, we wouldn't know it had happened. 1 second life is normal, the next the atmosphere is torn away, the surface scorched. Life extinguished in an instant. The most disturbing part? These stars could already be dead. Their gamma rays already on the way. We just haven't met them yet. Number 5. HD 189733b, where glass rains sideways. From a distance, HD 189733b might appear deceptively beautiful. It's a rich sapphire blue, almost Earth-like at first glance. But approach it and you'll witness one of the most violent weather systems in the known universe. Winds reach over 5,400 miles per hour, fast enough to tear apart entire cities. But it's what rides on those winds that truly terrifies. Microscopic shards of silicate glass. The planet's atmosphere is dense with it, and the winds slice through the clouds at hypersonic speeds. This isn't rain, it's a perpetual storm of shattered glass slashing sideways with relentless precision. If you were caught in it, even for a second, your body would be shredded before you could process what was happening. It's not just hostile, it's purposefully violent. A planet where the weather is not just deadly, but sadistic. Number 6. Spaghettification, the slow, violent death by a black hole. Of all the ways to die in space, this might be the most disturbing. Not because of how fast it happens, but because of how precisely your body is dismantled. It's called spaghettification, and it happens when you cross the event horizon of a black hole. The gravity there is so extreme it doesn't just pull, it stretches. Your feet, being slightly closer to the core, get pulled harder than your head, and the difference in gravitational force is so great it literally stretches you out thinner and thinner until you're a stream of atoms. You don't fall into a black hole, you're unraveled. It's not death, it's erasure. Number 7. The Boomerang Nebula, where space is colder than space. At the heart of the constellation Centaurus lies a cloud of gas that defies our understanding of cold. The Boomerang Nebula is the coldest natural occurring place in the known universe, colder even than the background temperature of space itself. At just 1 degree above absolute zero, molecular motion nearly stops. This is not a place, it's a pause button on existence. Light barely escapes it, heat is a memory, and if you were to somehow be placed inside it, your atoms would freeze into a quantum state you wouldn't come back from. It's colder than death. It's a tomb still being carved by physics. And the strangest thing is, we don't know exactly why it's so cold. We have theories, dying star, extreme outflows, but nothing conclusive. It's just there, waiting. Number 8. Rogue planets, wandering worlds in the eternal dark. Imagine a planet, massive, barren, lifeless, drifting endlessly through the universe, unbound by any star, any system, any light. These are rogue planets, castaways. They were likely formed in solar systems like ours, but were ejected by gravitational chaos, thrown into interstellar exile. Now they wander the dark between the stars, freezing, forgotten. They don't orbit, they don't shine. They just move through the black like ancient ghosts, billions of them, maybe even trillions. Some may have atmospheres, some may have oceans buried beneath frozen crusts. But without a star, they are invisible. Cold worlds we cannot see, surrounding us in numbers we can't comprehend. Entire planets, possibly harboring strange, silent forms of life, just drifting, forever unseen. They are reminders that not everything in space has a purpose or a home. Number 9. The sun will one day kill us. We owe everything to the sun. Life, light, warmth, but it's a time bomb. Right now it's stable, predictable, but it's aging, slowly. In a few billion years, it will begin to change. It will swell into a red giant, hundreds of times larger than its current size. When that happens, Mercury and Venus will be swallowed whole. Earth may follow, or it may simply be burned, stripped of its oceans, atmosphere and crust. Even if we escape the engulfing fire, solar flares and coronal mass ejections will tear across the system, bathing it in lethal radiation. The skies will turn red, the oceans will boil, everything we've built will melt under the heat of our dying star. The sun will not go quietly. It will devour everything it once nurtured. It's not a question of if, it's a countdown we can't see. Number 10. Saturn, the gas giant that has no surface to land on. Saturn is majestic from afar, those rings, that golden hue, but beneath the clouds it's a nightmare without a flaw. Saturn isn't solid. If you tried to land on it, you'd simply descend deeper and deeper into clouds of hydrogen and helium. The deeper you go, the more pressure builds. Eventually, the gas becomes a superficial fluid, a state of matter that's neither gas nor liquid. Keep falling, and the pressure becomes unbearable. Your ship would crumple, your body would compress. You wouldn't stop falling. You'd just stop existing. There is no ground, no bottom, just infinite descent into increasing pressure and darkness. Number 11. White dwarfs, the stars that die twice. A white dwarf is the corpse of a star. After a sun-like star exhausts its fuel, it sheds its outer layers and collapses into a dense, glowing ember, a white dwarf. But that death isn't always final. In some cases, if a white dwarf has a nearby companion star, it begins to steal from it. Slowly, patiently, it siphons off matter like a cosmic parasite, feeding on its neighbour until it reaches a critical mass. And then, it detonates. A thermonuclear explosion so violent, it rips itself apart in a blinding flash. The terrifying part? These things look peaceful until they go off. You can't tell which white dwarfs are about to explode. One could be quietly dying in a nearby star system right now, waiting for the last drop of mass it needs to tear a hole in the sky. Number 12. Gamma ray bursts, the universe's deadliest flash. There is no explosion in the known universe more powerful than a gamma ray burst. These brief, intense flashes of high-energy radiation are the death screams of collapsing stars or neutron star mergers. In just seconds, they can release more energy than our sun will emit over its entire 10 billion year life. If one were to occur in our galactic neighbourhood, say within a few thousand light years, and be pointed even vaguely in our direction, it could sterilize our entire planet. It would come like a ghost, silent, invisible, and absolute. A shot from across the galaxy, and we'd never even know who pulled the trigger. Number 13. Dark matter, the invisible skeleton of the universe. We're surrounded by something we can't see, touch, or detect directly. Dark matter makes up over 85% of the matter in the universe, yet we don't know what it is. It doesn't emit light, it doesn't interact with electromagnetic forces, it's just there, holding galaxies together with invisible gravity, shaping the structure of everything. And here's the thing, it's not just out there in space, it's here, it's in this room, it's passing through your body right now. Billions of particles moving through you every second. You feel nothing, you sense nothing, but it is there, inescapable, and we have no idea where it came from or what it wants. We live in a universe built on an unseen foundation, and we barely understand the blueprints. Number 14. Time stops at the edge of a black hole. Black holes don't just warp space, they twist time itself. As you approach the event horizon, the point of no return, time begins to stretch. To someone watching from a distance, you would slow down, not just your movements, but your entire existence. Your heartbeat, your breath, even the light reflecting off your body would redshift and fade. Eventually, you would appear frozen, trapped at the edge of time. To you, time would still flow, and you'd fall inward. But to the outside universe, you'd never finish falling. You'd be caught in an eternal descent, not dying, not alive, just paused. A ghost image, etched forever at the boundary between known and unknown, while your physical body is devoured by something that may not even obey the rules of reality anymore. Number 15. The moon is slowly leaving us. We think of the moon as a constant, the same face looking down on us since the dawn of life. But it's not fixed. It's drifting away, slowly, at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters per year. That might not sound like much until you realize the consequences. The moon stabilizes Earth's tilt. It controls the tides. It regulates the length of our days. As it drifts, Earth's rotation will slow. Days will lengthen, tidal forces will weaken. Our planet's climate could shift in unpredictable ways, and eventually, eons from now, Earth and moon will become locked in a tidal standoff. The moon that once lit our nights will become a distant fixed eye, watching but no longer helping. We stare up at the stars and wonder, but the deeper we look, the more we realize the universe isn't just vast, it's haunted. Not by ghosts, but by silence, by pressure, by time itself. And in that darkness, one truth remains. We are intruders in a realm built for nothing and ruled by no one.